Are you thinking about setting up a Hong Kong company? Well, this is a guide that takes you through the entire process. I'll answer some of the most frequently asked questions, and if you have a specific question and you're wondering if it'll be answered or not, I'll include the timestamps for when major topics are covered below. So let's dive in. Before you set up the company, you'll need to decide a few things: who the directors will be, who the shareholders will be, and the number of shares each of them will own. You'll need to nominate a company secretary, and you'll need a registered office address in Hong Kong. And finally, you'll need a few company names ready. Let's go through each one of these briefly. So who can be a director? This person needs to be at least 18 years old and has not filed for bankruptcy. The director does not need to be a Hong Kong resident or a citizen. Number 2, the shareholder. So like directors, there's no restriction on the nationality or the residency of a shareholder, meaning the shareholder doesn't need to be a Hong Kong citizen or a resident. Shareholder can be a person, a Hong Kong company, or a foreign company. Number 3, nominating a company secretary. Every Hong Kong company must nominate a company secretary to handle the legal and compliance of the company. You can nominate a person or a company to fill this role. If the company secretary is a person, then that person must be a Hong Kong resident, but if the company only has one director, then that same person cannot also be the company secretary. If you nominate a corporate service provider like a CPA firm or a law firm, then they must be a TCSP license holder. Number 4, choosing a registered office address. Every Hong Kong company must have a registered office address. This address must be a physical address within Hong Kong, meaning it cannot be a PO box. The registered office is where the government will send all communications to, and it's also a requirement that the company name is clearly displayed at this address. Number 5, have a few company names ready. The company name can be in Chinese or English or both. The name you choose cannot be offensive or misleading in a way that makes people think your company is associated with a government or a public body. But whether a company name is offensive or not is pretty subjective, like they thought this one was okay. You can actually go on a government website and check whether the company name you want is taken or not. I'll leave the link below. Now you have all the information ready. What's next? Did you know that you can incorporate the company through a government website all on your own? We put together a step-by-step comprehensive guide on how you can do this. But if you'd prefer to have a professional do it for you, there are plenty of options, our CPA firm being one of them. I'll leave both the step-by-step guide and our contact details below. Now, let's tackle 2 of the most common questions we get asked when clients incorporate a Hong Kong company. 1, I heard it's really hard to open a bank account. Is that true? 2, is it true that a Hong Kong company can pay 0% tax if it's considered offshore? Bank accounts. So is it difficult to open a bank account for your Hong Kong company? Well, that depends. I know it sounds crazy that banks literally won't take your money, but regulators have created so many hurdles that banks are turning customers away. These are some of the factors that the bank will consider when deciding whether to onboard a client or not. The nationality of the directors and shareholders, the business nature of the company, the average withdrawal and deposit sizes, as well as the total volume of transactions, and of course, whether the company will be interested in other products offered by the bank, like insurance policies, fixed deposits, or loans, and so on. In general, if the directors and shareholders are Hong Kong residents with Hong Kong ID and the business nature is not high risk like crypto or precious metals, then the success rate is close to 100%. If you're holding a foreign passport, you'll need to show the bank that there will be legitimate business being carried out by the company. The good news is most of the big banks now allow remote verification, so you don't actually have to fly into Hong Kong for an appointment only to be rejected. If you have specific questions related to bank account openings, contact us and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Is it true that a Hong Kong company can pay 0% tax if they make an offshore claim? So yes, this is true, but there are conditions. The Hong Kong tax system is a territorial basis system, which means that it only taxes income that's made in Hong Kong. All the activities that create the income for your company take place outside of Hong Kong. There's a high likelihood that the IRD will consider this income to be offshore, meaning your company does not need to pay tax on this income. However, this is an extremely complex subject and there's just no way to cover all of it in a short video. The best way to know whether your specific situation will create Hong Kong tax liability is to ask a Hong Kong CPA.